¿Qué onda? Thanks for watching Doing Life with Jenny. If you are new here, I am from the US. I'm currently in the US and I'm a Spanish teacher, but I'm building a house in the state of Hidalgo, Mexico, and soon will be living there. Today, I'm giving you an update on how I am moving to Mexico and retiring by the age of 40. I am currently 37. Let me preface this by saying, again, I am a Spanish teacher, so I am not making loads of money. Don't think you need to be making six figures to make this happen. And two, I relatively recently learned about this FIRE movement, Financial Independence Retire Early. So I started seriously taking the steps to make this happen probably just a little over a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. So the biggest factor in this is cost of living once I retire, and I will only need $400 US per month to live in the part of Mexico that I'm moving to. Once I'm living there, of course, I'll do some cost of living videos. This is possible because I'm not going where everybody else and their mother are going. I'm going to somewhere you have never heard of. I'm not going to share the specific name for safety reasons. So I only have to save up enough to last me from when I retire, which I will almost be 39. My birthday's in September, and I will retire in May of 2024, to last me until 62, which is when I can get my pension. So $400 times, what is that, like 23 years plus inflation, so it's not like this astronomical number. Next, whenever I get my raise, as small as it might be, each school year, I'm not like, oh yay, more money to spend. I'm, oh yay, more money to save so I can make this move happen. Currently, I'm saving $1,700 from my teaching paycheck. I'm able to do this because I don't have debt. I've never had credit card debt. I sold the house, so there's no mortgage. I paid off my student loans in December of 2019, and I paid cash for my car, even though it's a 1999. Is paid for. It gets me from point A to point B. In addition to teaching, I also have 3 side hustles. As you may know, one of them is Subway. I can guarantee I'll make at least $400 a month there. I always bring in more because we actually do decent with tips, considering it's not like a tip kind of restaurant, but people are quite generous there. And also 2 people quit, so I've been working more hours than I can handle. I am exhausted, but hey, it's helping out financially. This is just temporary until she can find someone else. My new side hustle, which I don't think I've mentioned before, is I mentor new Spanish teachers for the state of Illinois. It's just a few hours a week, and it brings me in an extra $600 a month. And then my last side hustle, which I believe I have mentioned before, is writing resources for other foreign language teachers. The company I published my novel through really liked my work, and so they asked me to help them out once in a while when they're getting behind with their current staffing. Which reminds me, I have random royalties I get as well. 1 from my novel and 2 from my music. The music is basically pocket change. It might be $10 per quarter, 4 quarters per year, if that. The royalties with my novel, I don't think I'm legally allowed to talk about it, and I honestly don't know because I published the book right before COVID happened, and then teachers weren't buying physical copies of books at that point. They were just doing like online versions, which don't pay out as well as physical copies. So I'll get a better idea this coming pay period, which is once a year. Last time I made a video on the topic of retiring early, I mentioned that I had sold my house, but then by the time I went to edit the video, it said, I think the buyer backed out. Well, they did, but as soon as I put it right back on the market, it sold right away again. I was going to be asking $89,900, and they bought it for $114,000. Mind you, I paid $55,000 for the house, and I owed, I think, $43,000, so that was a good chunk of change in my pocket. Now that I sold the house, I'm living in a tiny studio apartment. It's 360 square feet. I did do a little apartment tour, and it is slightly more than my mortgage was, but the thing that is helping me save money here is that, 1, if something breaks, I don't have to pay for it, where at the house, it was always something, right? sewer problems, new roof, new furnace, new AC, all of that. And then also at this particular apartment, they pay for all of the utilities except for electricity. But the thing is, heating here is not electric. It's the kind where they pump hot water through. So basically I'm paying to run the fridge and to charge my computer and phone, and that is pretty much it. My apartment is also just down the road from where I teach, and it's also walking distance to the subway, so I'm saving money on gas as well. Then one last thing I should mention is that I am paying cash for my house in Mexico. If you didn't know, I am currently building a house there. And so I won't have rent and I won't have a mortgage. Even if I did have to pay rent there, it would be between 50 and 150 US dollars, which is quite low. But $50 to $150 is quite a lot in Mexico. So there's money towards a trip, money to go out and eat, or those sort of things. And finally, to be 100% transparent, that $400 a month that I'll need to live in Mexico is cutting it a little close. Not down to the penny, like I'll have some flexibility to go out and eat, that sort of thing. However, if I had some, major dental work I needed done or wanted to go on a vacation, that would ruin me. So yes, I will be working still to do more fun things and to save for emergencies, but I'll be working for myself. I'll find something silly online, I'll give English lessons, I'll dog sit, but I'll be working when I want to and working for myself. I won't be setting an alarm to go wake up and work for someone else. If you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to continue and following me in my journey in moving from the US to Mexico, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. See you in the next video.